So this is your hero, shot to give majesty to the character. This is a great opening scene, really establishes the series, gets it off on the right foot, creates a world vision by the creators. If you notice the walk with the hands out, gunslinger style, this is done on purpose and part of character creation. So now we have this cantina, this bar, but this scene, unfortunately, is weak. It's this fellow here, he is just not threatening. He is not believable. He gets up, the drink is tipped over, and now everybody stops, even though I'm sure that door opens all day long. Everybody stops to look, to see who's there. It's a Mandalorian. Look at that guy. Cool. I guess now he notices his drink is down, and he connects that to the door opening. I don't know, that just... You spilled my drink. How does walking through the doorway spill his drink? This is just really lazy writing. Unfortunately, there's a bit of that in this production. Each production certainly has its strengths and weaknesses, and visuals and broad storyline are definitely the strength here. A lot of attention to detail in there. But certainly they don't quite know how to write dialogue. You know, George Lucas was always criticized for his writing, but I always thought it was very good. His scenes draw you in, which is the point of motion picture storytelling, is to draw the audience in, draw to our attention to the screen. And now they want to take the guy's glands, and now they're going to come over and pick on a Mandalorian. Seems a little odd. These guys are obviously second rate. Now the squid head guy, he is threatening. He's cool. But this other guy, he's definitely not. So he takes this guy out easily. Slow it down a little bit here. So he's doing the lasso. He's going to lasso this guy. He goes down. Boom. Okay, so now he's going to pull in his prey. So this guy's actually fighting back. Fires a shot, hits, but the best card deflects. And now we have a signature move here. Look at this. Look at this motion. Look at that. That's classic. Look at that. Look at the style. Leans into the shot. Boom. Boom. Takes out the control box instead of just shooting the fellow. I don't know. what the intention here was. Obviously the writers wanted to have this moment of this super powerful door mechanism cutting the guy in two. Kind of an odd choice for a door. The only thing that's missing here is the spin. Should spin his gun before he holsters it. And I just really love these visuals. This volume is an amazing set. What a place to work. Yeah, it's kind of cool to see the characters from the old Star Wars. You've got this guy who's the Imperial spy from Star Wars. So now you've got the callback again to the first Star Wars movie. Just nice. It's a nice Star Wars wipe. And that's just classic right there. You can see Luke speeding across Tatooine. These visuals are incredible. Look at that ship. Look at the way they can approach that ship. Beautiful. Because this next scene here, the little banter dialogue about how crummy the ship is and everything. Ugh. So they've been talking about these sea monsters. What's his name? Mithril or whatever his name is the blue guy here. So he's been told about the creature under the water. So he's watching the speeder go. If right here, well, let's show his reaction now. See this here? He steps towards the camera. And this means anticipation. He's either anticipating an event or witnessing an event. So he's seen something that's bothering him, and he steps forward with anticipation. Oh my goodness, what is that? So what you should see is maybe a little crack in the ice, see something that makes him think that the monster is coming for the guy in the speeder. Something, a noise, a rumbling, a crack somewhere in this shot. And you say, oh my God, what's about to happen? But he anticipates before anything happens. And then you have the breakthrough of the ice. There's nothing there until the moment when it breaks through. So how did he know that the speeder guy was just about to get taken out? I don't know. Maybe they just forgot to add in the effect. Who knows? So now the monster took out the speeder. So he's got the machine, he's got the human, if that's what he wants to eat. But for some unknown reason, he leaves that behind and now comes towards our hero and the blue guy. Why? We haven't been given a reason. There was no motivation for the sea creature to come, except for it being written in the script. Again, lazy writing. Look at that sky. I mean, that's just spectacular. And into space. In this scene, Blue Guy asks Mando, is it true you guys never take off your helmets? Now, what is the point of this dialogue? Is it just to fill space? Are they just trying to establish this storyline? I don't know. I guess they're telling us that he doesn't take off his helmet, but later on in the third episode, we see Mando with his kind, and they actually go through a ritual and ask the question, have you taken off your helmet? That's when you bring that up. Why do you have this scene? This takes away from that. It has so much more impact later on. I wouldn't have that scene in there. I wouldn't have that, or at least that part of it. This is fine. I don't know why you have a keypad if it just opens up when you touch the button. You'd think there'd be a little more security, but I guess they want to show the guns, the weapons. Now this is really good. This is really good right here. I love it. He comes in. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? Huh. And then there he is. It probably would have been, let's see. Maybe here, if you had seen him moving a little bit, seen Mando over there, but it's really cool the way there he is over his shoulder. I wonder what's going to happen to me. Carbonite. It's a great callback to the original movies, The Empire Strikes Back. Again, the visuals are unbelievable. Look at that. I mean, just the ship, the way it lands. Look at that. Fantastic. More poor dialogue. I don't understand this. He doesn't want to take the Imperial credits. So he'll take half payment. Why would he take half payment? It doesn't matter how you get paid. You get paid full. And why would that even be part of the dialogue? I don't know. Anyways. Wow, look at this. I love the offloading of the carbonite. That is just so cool. Look at that. It just pushes him. So, now we're at negotiation for more work. He plays around like there's not much there. We have two Bosky looking guys. Okay. So, then out of a special place, he pulls out this job, which is not as exclusive as it seems. The stormtroopers are cool with all their markings. This is the odd part of this scene. So a door opens. He's there with a meeting. He's surrounded by stormtroopers. Nothing. A door opens, and he immediately draws a weapon, and as a scientist-looking guy with no weapons of any kind, holding the little tracker thing in his hand. How is this a threat? Complete overreaction. I don't know. I don't understand what the thinking here is with this scene. And then he has to be actually calmed down, and I'll drop my weapons when you guys have dropped your weapons, type of thing. And Herzog has to make everything fine. Odd. No reason for that. So now we have Beskar that has the Imperial stamp on it, which he doesn't throw back in their face. I guess because it can be melted down, but I don't know. I don't understand why he was so against Imperial credits. He could just pay for something with them, and then he wouldn't have them anymore. He could give them away. He gives the other things to the armorer lady anyway. In any case, it's kind of an interesting thing. I don't know if it's ever explained why the scientist, of course, wants him alive so they can get his blood or whatever it is that they're doing to him. And I don't know why Herzog throws in that it's okay to bring him back dead. I'm not sure if that was ever explained in any of the episodes or chapters. Okay, so here he immediately goes to the armorer, who is fantastic. She's great too. And he immediately gives her the money and the Imperial marked Beskar. So if he didn't want to have the Imperial credits, why didn't he? He was giving them to her anyway. Now he's giving her half payment. I don't know. I still don't understand the point of that. This is another problem I have, or this is a problem I have. I don't like flashbacks. Any movie that I edit, I don't like I don't do flashbacks. I don't like them. So I would definitely remove them if I was editing this. Lucas never had any flashbacks of any kind. Motion picture is meant to be seen in a linear fashion. A character experiencing life moment to moment. Motion picture is the highest art form, or potentially the highest art form. It's because its ability to completely mimic our perception of the world around us. It's a piecing together of still photographs or images run at a speed to give the illusion of motion. But what is compelling is when characters on the screen are here, now, in this moment, in this space. You see a response, you see something happen, you get a task, you know what the task is, and now they take their journey. So everything is taking place, and this is what draws us to the screen. This is why it can become so compelling to watch a motion picture. Flashbacks take us out of that experience, that expression of life on the screen. And it can sometimes be jarring. It pulls us away and pulls us off the screen. If they wanted to tell the story of the Mandalorian's childhood, make that an episode. Make it a full episode and tell it in a linear fashion. But don't do flashbacks. So he arrives. Now, here's the second scene, which is a problem. So this is great. He's got his little tracker. He's looking. There's nothing around. He holds up the weapon to look through the sight, and he sees in the far distance these animals, blurgs, or whatever they're called. So he's checking them out. Now, here we go. Again, we see he's standing here. No one's around. Nothing is around. He has ears. He's a tracker. He's a bounty hunter. His senses, everything should be at peak performance. So here he is looking around. And suddenly, within... Look at that. He's only... We go from here, completely clear, to this moment here. And here he's got one on top of him. How does this happen? Look at this. It's on top of him. These things are lumbering creatures. They're not sneaking up on him. He would have heard it 50 feet away at least. And he would have put down the sight and looked. Instead, they make it that this thing has snuck up on him. The bounty hunter, who's looking for his prey. Okay. And all because they couldn't figure out how to get him into whatever situation they wanted to get him. I don't know if the goal was to have this creature attacking him. I don't know. So weird. So he has to actually be helped out. Otherwise, he's possibly dead here? I don't know. I don't quite understand this. So the mighty bounty hunter can be taken out by these ridiculous creatures. So he's saved by a really cool character, of course. But what a misservice to your title character. He's got his cool phrases too. I love the I have spoken. Look at that. Look at the sunlight there. Cool. Really nice. And then this is probably the biggest fiasco of the whole thing. Because it's a Western, we have to have the Mandalorian breaking a blurg for no apparent reason, except we wanted to have it in here. Because it's a Western, you have to have this. This is done so poorly. You know, it fits in certain Westerns. It's not in every Western. It fits in certain Westerns. You know, like the movie The Cowboys was with John Wayne and the young guys was fantastic. Now it's part of the ritual of becoming a man. And why is the Mandalorian a Western anyways? Star Wars, they're not Westerns. And look at the pose with the hands. I mean, is that not Boba Fett right there? Look at the hands together, calm, cool. Really well done. And they break in. I thought they were going to use the cannon. Because they look back at the cannon, don't they? Yeah, they look at the cannon. But the door falls, and they're both standing there. Huh. I don't know. I don't know how they got the door open. Okay, let's see. That is weird, isn't it? So they look at the cannon. How are we going to open that door? They both look at the cannon. We see the whole door getting lit up. The door falls, and they're both standing there. Yeah, they didn't do that well. I guess for effect, though, the idea that they're standing, I mean, I don't know. The door falls, somebody should get off the can and walk over. But in any case, they wanted to have the two of them standing there and walk in, apparently. So there's one guy left inside. A stronghold of some bad guy who we never even meet. So just a bunch of henchmen, hired guns everywhere. Why do you have so many? And not have a leader? Where's the leader? And then this is where you keep your prize, the super prize, the whole point of being here, on a pile of junk. Okay. The little Yoder. And now IG-11, was actually hired to kill Baby Yoda. So who hired IG-11? Do we ever find out? So why is IG's explicit instructions to kill the little Yoda? It's a mystery. So there we are. That's the end. Thank you for watching.